try this. Okay. Yep. Okay. Um, Hello, Kitty. Thank you for saying that. It wasn't even on the right microphone. So I was literally over here being like, let me know when you hear me. I'm trying to figure this out. I figured it out. It's fine. But yeah, let me. Okay. Puppies. Puppies. I am going to mute briefly. My goodness. Can't let anybody walk outside the house. So, obviously we're not in the office, which is what I was trying to like convey while I was still muted, aka didn't have the right microphone set up because I moved this down here like a couple hours ago. Finally got my butt off the couch and was like, I do have to do this thing. So it is so much cooler down here. I can actually feel the AC, which is great because there's no airflow up in the office. So we're probably going to be down here for the goal is to finish Kenshin, and then this can go back up because I won't need to be on it as much, but it could be 3 months. I think June, July, August, September-ish. September was my like final call of situations. Like if no matter where I'm at, it has to go back up in September. So yeah, we have given ourselves a literal physical parameter, a barrier, something, obstacle to, or actually this is a perk right now, to be honest. So do let me know if, obviously when I'm muted, but do let me know if it's like too echoey, just in general, if the dogs are too loud or if I'm not loud enough, because the sound in here, I don't have things set up for the sound in here. So when I try to listen back, it sounds fine, but you guys have to let me know. And I know Phoenix is having trouble with their internet, of course, as soon as I start streaming. I'm sorry. But at least we can try to get our lives back together today. That's the goal. Puppies. Puppies. Literally, I don't think I've done anything at this computer since we streamed last Monday. Which, was I on this computer? Yes, I think I was on the computer because we had we were checking book sales. So it's been long enough. I know it's been like a week and 2 days, but it's been long enough where I'm like, I don't really know what page I'm on with Kenshin. I don't know what my goals are. I feel just like that I came out of a blur of our staycation. So the first sprint, I am going to figure out who I am, what am I doing here? I know there's stuff I need to do. I just need to figure out what it is and properly update the planner so I can have a mind track. Yeah, words. So yeah, welcome back, guys, to a Work in Progress Wednesday in summer. Sound is totally fine. Thank you. Good to know. Had a crazy crap week that's felt like at least a year. Oh, well, I hope we can at least take some of that stress away with our regular-ish schedule. That is the other thing I need to probably do first is now that I have my work scheduled, because I'm back at work, I can get the live stream calendar updated for most of June. And then, yeah, so I have just a few things. I did pull up Habity Babbity to like try and share where my brain is, which the daily stuff, not important, habits not important, and mostly the to-dos is what we look at. So the first thing I am going to work on is that live stream schedule, and then I'm going to check through the Kuro Kenshin pages. Actually, I think this is the first thing I'm doing because I have the browser open, where I'm just uploading chapter 43 onto Global Comics, and that will premiere on June 29th, so the end of this month. And I'm currently in chapter 44, so I feel the pressure. I'm hoping that it's a good pressure and not crash out pressure, since I am a good way through chapter 44, but I think having a day is going to help me kind of get that done. So I'm going to finish posting that, then get the live stream schedule going, so you guys know, so YouTube knows, whoever wants to know knows, and so I know. And then we're going to check on the Kuro Kenshin pages, and try to get some of those bass tones done so I can wrap up this chapter ASAP. That's the plan. Okay. What are you guys going to be? Oh, is Shayna here? Long time no see, indeed. Hello. Hi, how are you? I can already guess that Florida is super, super hot, but I hope you're doing okay. Kitty's just going to be reading today, trying to finish some books before the weekend because she's doing a readathon from then on. Ooh. Then you're going to be reading all the things. Happy for the company. Long story short, remember the electrical problems? Yes, we do. The house, me/motor are much safer now, and the house didn't have to burn down to get there. Oh my goodness. Kitty also had to get her teeth fixed since we've last talked. Apparently broke off a piece of a tooth without noticing, and it's all better now and I don't have pain anymore. What happened? Was it a full moon last week? What happened? What's going on? I also think it's funny that you can see the gaps between the couch cushions. Like this side, I get it because those are not attached, but like, why do I see it on that? Like that's a set. That's silly. It won't be that bright back there for too much longer. Like we'll see. It was supposed to thunderstorm. I've been looking forward to that all day, and now it's just hot. So just abnormal. Have more reliable, safer plugs I can use, but while safe enough for me to get by safely, not up to code. So they're like probably not grounded all the way, or like certain ones aren't. That's like landlord number one. Make sure the house is safe and up to code. Yes, how are you? Yes, glad to hear you are staying safe. Miss you all. Hell is always hot. Yes, well, it is very close to the equator. Well, maybe not like very close, but closer than the rest of us. It is way hot down there. Yes, we are glad the pain, I can't believe you just broke off a piece of your tooth. That's terrifying. Teeth stuff, and like eyes and ears. I will have nightmares. Very nice of your house not having to burn down. Yes, we love a stable shelter. It will forever be referred to as the death trap. No. Howdy ho, leaving the gym, so I'll mostly lurk for a few till I get home. Excellent. Yeah, right? I'm just like, you can, like, that's the reason that's the old couch. But it gives us extra seating when we have people over, and it fit kind of perfectly. And the dogs like it. Like Atreyu still will lay where, well, Willow's not quite in the corner, but that rounded corner, that's Atreyu's spot. So this does give us a much bigger view for dogs when they want to be in the camera. You cannot not notice it. I know. Maybe if it bugs me enough, I'll like try to shimmy it, but that part, like, I can ignore. This part, it's gonna bug me, so I'm just gonna block it. I can block both. I can just sit up straight and not lean. I should do that. This is the temporary computer location because there's no air circulation really up in the office, even with like the fan and the air on. It's a dead space. So hopefully just for the summer, but it's kind of my goal to finish Kuro Kenshin by having this, like, I can't avoid it because it's in a separate room. It's like here and I just gotta go sit and do it. So at least for the next couple months, we're gonna be down here where it is bearable. I can feel the AC. If it was a nice day, the dogs could go outside and I could see them, like, temporary. But yeah, Willow's here on the couch. Atreyu, I think, is on the futon by the window, prepared to bark at whoever wants to walk by our house. Just in case. Teeth are terrifying. Hate being prone to tooth problems. Let's see. Shayna got an involuntary promotion. Now the workload is pretty much going to double when the rest of the training is over. But I think the next class is next month. Well, I guess I agree, Kitty. Is the pay at least better for the promotion? Because I've heard some promotions are like only in title and in workload and not in financial benefit. So I hope you are getting paid more than you're worth because you deserve it. You work so hard. And the lost connection again. Okay, Fenix is going to have the spotty internet. So we'll just have to put anything important in the chat so Fenix can catch up. But I did want to start our first sprint off. I think I have the timer. I did get prepared today. I have the ducks. The only thing I didn't prepare for was the microphone switched over. That was my bad. And we got the timer. Cool beans, cool beans. I did have a decaf coffee. I have already finished the decaf coffee. But I do have water. So for those who have not, make sure you get your waters on this first sprint because we need to hydrate. Oh no, only getting a 49-cent raise. Haven't got a real raise in over 3 years. That is highway robbery. Maybe not even highway robbery. That is like walking down the street casually robbery. I don't know. That's just, is it faster? If it's worse if it's faster, or is it, that's bad. Like, I'm glad you're at least getting some form of a raise and hopefully it builds up, but that is an interesting choice for the company. I will say that. So with that information, let's try to get some good vibes. We don't have to think about work for now. We don't have to think about our teeth breaking, hopefully. Kitty, I'm not going to stop thinking about that. But let's maybe just try to realize where we are at, appreciate what we do have, that we are able to at least have some air conditioning in this room, thank God, and catch up. Let's just catch up with life because vacation is over. So let me put that. Okay, there we go. Sprinting, beautiful. And we're gonna do 26 minutes and then we'll be right back. So let's get it going in 3, 2, 1. Starting timer. Good. Go! Do 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 do. I don't know why the birds didn't sing. Hey, hey, hey. What's on here? Oh, birds. Yeah. All right. Clearly, the world thought it was gonna pull a fast one and make me miss the end of the sprint, but it did not. So we are back from our first sprinty sprint here. Need to move that. Perfect. I'm trying, guys. I found, at least I have my head on. I have the live stream schedule posted in the Discord and on YouTube for you guys, and I have that chapter 43 is posted onto Global Comics, so that will be going up on June 29th. And just, knocking down the door with pressure for me to get the last chapters done. So I am currently doing the tones for page 159, 158, 159. And I can do the tones up through page 70 because that's as far as I've done line art. So, would have liked to have been further, yeah, but we're over that conversation. We're starting again. Hello again. We're starting up. But yeah, at least my brain knows where we're at. Not gonna lie, the dogs had to go outside and come back in. Willow was on the floor, but Atreyu was being a hot potato. So I keep checking to see how he's doing, and it's a little distracting, but that's okay. We gotta take care of our babies. Shayna was mentioning that she has almost 7 years of tenure at the job, so if she did leave, she'd lose that, take an even bigger pay cut. So relying on the cats to keep her sane. Gonna play some June's Journey and enjoy a cream soda. That sounds really nice. Also rely on my Moto Kitty to keep me sane. Yes, it's everything for the dogs over here, so we get it. If it weren't for them, who knows what we would do. No clue what I'm going to do for the sprint, but it's going to be relaxing. And then Thog came in. Hello, good evening, good morning, I guess, if you just woke up for your shift. You get the lag when, oh, well, I think I don't know if it's the stream quality, because I think the preset, like the lowest I can go is 720. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. All this technology stuff, I'm sure there's a handy dandy guide somewhere on why everything is different. So let me know. Let me know if you figure anything out, that it seems to have settled down a bit. It's going to allow me to chat. Cool. Because this is the chat time. Yeah, so I definitely think, along with the weather getting really, really hot all of a sudden, there's like both not for everybody. Granted, I know most of us here are indoor cats, but because of the dogs and just kind of because I'm trying to like grow something, I do need to water my strawberries on the next sprint. Distractions. There is like semi guilt if I'm not outside for a bit, but then that makes me tired. And then when I come in here, I'm like, I just want to sleep. But I think it's also just getting it back to a routine. So I'm not going to overthink it too much. We're just going to do what we can. We're going to keep on working on pages. We're going to water them strawberries because I'm getting red ones, but they ain't sweet yet. They ain't ready. They're not a strawberry shortcake. They better. Let's see. Phoenix finally decided they're going to check out this one. Oh, YA. I was like, one YA book they have, Kathy's book. It's like a multimedia where you can listen to phone messages and go to web pages and stuff. Huh. I feel like you might have mentioned that before, like maybe when you got it. Or maybe there's more than one of those out there, but I've only heard of it once or twice. I think it's a super cool idea, especially like trying to get readers engaged, and people are always on their phones, so that might get them a little more engaged. But Um, that's kind of cool. I would love to do more with my website so it actually is like a reason to check it out after you read my books, but that's next down the line. Got backup MP3s of them, so I'm hoping I can use the Wayback Machine and get the full experience. Ooh. So there's gonna be some tinkering over there as well. Snazzy got home, took Lottie out to potty, brought some packages in the house, put pumpkin in Lottie's food, and now eating leftover chipotle. Haven't had chipotle in years. And yes, I'm going to call it chipotle. I know that's not how it's pronounced, but come on. It's chipotle. I've also not had it in years. It's one of those where, like, if I want the Mexican food vibes, I know it's so much cheaper to make it at home. And if we're ever out and we're like, oh, we need food, burgers smell really, really good. So I like a burger. Kitty got stuck scrolling. Well, we gotta wind down somehow. Snazzy went to eat with friends yesterday and they picked it. Not mad about it. It's been a while since I've had it. So we're all just not huge Chipotle eaters. Excellent. Might have mentioned it when I got it. It was back in the day, but in the before sprints. Yeah. It might have been way back when. Well, it's been a long time. I couldn't tell you. I'm good with you calling it how it looks. Yeah, it's Chipotle, dude. I've said Chipotle since high school, so it's gonna be Chipotle. Oh, sounds like Squirtle's cousin, and I love Squirtle. Chipotle, Squirtle, and Chipotle. I feel like Chipotle would be still like a water based, but they would spray like hot sauce. So they would be like a weird, super unique, like water fire Pokemon. Or maybe it could have been like a fire ground Pokemon. Or maybe fire rock, so that it's like lava. That could be fun. That could be cute. A little fire lava Squirtle, essentially. That reminds me of that old Jack in the Box commercial where Jack keeps mispronouncing Chipotle and calls it Chipotle. Chipotle. I think we need to just name things how we want them, because what is it? Everyone's like, it calls Target Tarjay, and I'm like, we don't have to make it sound more fancy, but also you do you. Target is not one I usually hear. That one's a little bit more, you have to put more effort into it. But Chipotle, it just falls off the tongue. Kitty also needs to get herself some food. They got leftover potato salad and marinated soy beef strips. So that sounds delicious and like real food. And I vote yes. We need to get back to figuring out how to copycat the Chipotle. Helps me remember how to spell it as well. There you go. There's a chandelier Pokemon now. We can have a hot sauce bottle Pokemon. I'm sure it's somewhere in the works, because there's like a cup of tea. There's like a pencil, I think. There's a key or a key ring or something. Like, there's certain Pokemon that shouldn't exist, and it's a world where things don't exist. So why not the Chipotle? The Chipotle-mon would be Digimon. Chipotle Squirtle cousin is what it is. Then I remember it's flutter by, butter isn't flying by. All the good ways to remember how to spell. Y'all are making. We're gonna talk about food every sprint or stream, not sprint, because sprints we're doing stuff. But every stream, we're gonna talk about food in some way. And this is your reminder. If you haven't got dinner or like a snack, get a snack. Also maybe hydrate, because your hunger could be thirst and dehydration, because it's hot. It's so hot. It's still over 90, so I'm not cooking. You need to get like some cool, like what cold, do you like cold foods? I know some people like, they either don't like cold foods or they don't like hot foods. This is obviously like not too many people that I know, but I feel especially when it's so hot out there, you just need to have like a watermelon, like a cooled pasta salad or something. Like we need cool foods. We also don't have really any cool foods. I think I have some yogurt, which I might have later, but it doesn't give you the mouth feels. Gotta hydrate this sprint. Fruit salad is what I want when it's really hot. Ooh, fruit salad. Yeah, just in fruit in general. Like a nice little bowl of berries, watermelon, lemonade. That's exactly what we want. And now that we are all definitely hungry, if not also thirsty, let's do another sprint. There we go. 26 minutes on the clock. I'm going to water my plants and then get back to working on Kuro Kenshin. So let's catch up and see what you guys ended up getting for snacks. Popcorn sounds good kind of right now, but also no, that's too much. So we'll see what happens after 26 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go! We are back. I started an audiobook that was the chosen book for the little book club that I'm doing with friends from college. It's called Snowflower and the Secret Fan. I've not been in any sort of book reading or audiobook mood, so I kind of been putting it off, but it's actually pretty good so far. I don't know. I don't remember. I already don't remember the dates, but it's definitely set a few hundred years ago in China. So it's got that historical element. So I'm already drawn in. So enjoying it thus far. Did water the straws. The dogs are both in. I think they finally finished off their breakfast because they just eat whenever. So yeah, we'll have to give them dinner. See when that gets eaten because they do what they want. And we are still trucking along at toning pages. So yay, good sprint. Good sprint. We were talking about colder foods. Kitty is very partial to cold sandwiches. I do love a cold sandwich as well. I think I prefer a cold sandwich over a hot sandwich because often aside from a burger, a hot sandwich usually like the bread falls apart. I do like cold foods. My food issue is being able to acquire it. Salad is my favorite food for hot days, but I'd have to walk regularly in the heat through town to the market to get fresh stuff. The barrier, yes. And like salad doesn't keep as long. Like you either get a bunch of salad and then you eat it and you're done within a couple days because you can't let it spoil. Or I mean, you'd have to, yeah, like you said, you'd have to go and get fresh stuff constantly. Shannon goes for cold pizza. Got watermelon from Walmart. It was terrible. I want some good watermelon. Yeah, their quote unquote fresh stuff doesn't stay fresh long. My body hates me when I have to walk in the heat. I don't think anybody's body really likes it. I used to be more tolerable about summer heat and just be like I want to save money, so we're not turning the air on. But with the dogs, we can't. So now I'm a baby, and I don't like being out in the heat as long. So it's a little bit of a problem. But when you have to like change your clothes 2 or 3 times over the course of the day because you got sweaty and gross, that's also a problem. As far as the YA book, it's okay so far. Haven't got to any of the parts where you interact with the evidence or messages or websites yet. And those are going to be the good parts, right? I hope it's not something that's like, here it is at the end of the book and you can see the things. I hope it's actually like triggered along the way. Snazzy finished eating, took out the trash, put cans to the street, and threw the ball roughly 846 times. Beautiful number. Love that. Lottie loves that too. But you're being so productive, Snazzy, especially throwing the ball. Absolutely. Little piglet here she just can't. She does not like the heat as much as Atreyu, because Atreyu, I think he just likes being outside. Whereas Willow will go out and she'll immediately be like, I'm a princess. I don't have to be out in this. Right, baby girl? You gonna go lay on the couch? You got your octopus? Hi. You got your octopus? Yeah, I'm talking about you. Hi. You gonna show me your octopus? Oh, what's that? Oh, you got your toy? Oh, the shakes. And you get the squeaks. Phoenix says they have POTS, and along with that, no tolerance for heat and inability to regulate heat properly. Yikes. Also, UV. Usually up overtime during the hours. The work is good. Hi, yes, you got your octopus. Just for you, Phoenix. You know when Phoenix needs this, huh? There absolutely is always something else, Snazzy. We don't have trash day tomorrow, but yeah, tomorrow's gonna go. Some sort of sandwich! Yay! Got the happy squeak, squeaky, squeaky, squeak. Squeaky, squeaky, squeak. You wanna shake that octopus? You gonna shake that octopus, or they can't see you shake it. They can't see you shake it. You can't see you shake it. You're watching. Well, Lottie is very interested in the squeaking. I'm sorry, Snazzy. After she probably just calmed down with her ball. Come on. What? What? Well, you're going farther behind me. I can't reach you. Oh. I know a few people who have that, but I mean, I'm sure the dumpsters have like a trash day, but it's nice that you can just take stuff out whenever, especially if you have like stinky leftover stuff. I will take it right outside instead of having it sit in our trash, but it's still like, you open up the lid and you're like, oh, it's still here. We need it to be a week later. She's just staring and head tilting. Oh, good girl. No mail delivery, though. Go to the post office and get it from your box. Ah, a lot of self-propelled activities out there. Empty the dumpsters on Monday morning. Okay, so at least that sounds like it's probably weekly, so the dumpster itself's not getting overwhelmed. That's still nice. You can just dispose and not worry about it. Not having to worry about like dragging it out to a curb. That's what I mean. Okay. It is 8:25. We still have, we're about halfway, actually. We're about halfway, so we got a couple more sprints. You good? Oh, you got a bone. And you left the octopus with me. I did get more water. I put like a water flavor in it just to like help me drink it. Because I've had like a lingering headache. And I thought it was because it was going to thunderstorm this evening, and now it's not. So is my pain just prolonged? I don't know. And even though I'm not having like a lot of carbs and whatnot, I had some dark chocolate. So I'm like, maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. So whatever it is, we're just trying to get through it. And then at least we do have a good audiobook. I am enjoying it so far, only at 5%, but I still have I have to do an update video, guys. I forgot. I have to do, it's not going to be a quarter two update at this point, even though it's the end of quarter two. It's going to be like a mid-year update, but I really need to do that to get the rest of my head on. But maybe we should try to finish this chapter. I feel like we got something done first. So we're going to do that and get back to a sprint. Oh, okay, that's nice. You can go to the post office at night because they put stuff into the locker. Hoping I get to a section of the book where I interact with stuff this sprint. And the internet's trying to crap out again. Ah! Well, get back to your book. Maybe it'll work itself out over these next 26 minutes. Time to sprint and get stuff done. And hitting the timer. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, we are back from another sprint, making steady progress. This is probably the longest. What's the longest step? So you have your sketch, well, blocking out, sketching, line art, base tones, final tones, effects, shadow, text, thereabouts. I think line art and the base tones take the longest, but we're making good progress. And we're gonna get done what we can, and we shall persevere. It's so hot outside that the temperature has not reached, like, the air has not shut off. Like, you know how when it hits the number that you set, it shuts off. I turned it up during the day just to, like, alleviate it, but I don't want to go off, and I'm worried if that's going to be like the whole summer. That electric bill is going to kill me. Shayna's headed out. Time to go walk with the roommate. See y'all again soon. Good night, Shayna. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you again soon. Did get to the part where I got to start looking at stuff. Yay! Now you can test it out and see what all is so fancy about it. I am now 12% through Snowflower and the Secret Fan. You can't even see the cover because of the... There you go. You can kind of see it. On a large part, at least right now, like, you can see the chapter is called Foot Binding. Actually, it might be mirrored, so you probably can't read that. So yeah, definitely a lot of the historical, that was like a weird resonance experience of them going through the foot binding. So it is equally terrifying and interesting. But yeah, I'm glad I'm enjoying it though, because like I said, I haven't been in a reading mood, so I was kind of worried that another month would pass and I wouldn't have anything for book club, but I think they will. I'm also thinking it's June. We're like a third of the way through June. There may or may not be, not necessarily pop-up sprints, but I'm again toying with the idea of having just like a work session to like kind of be like, hey, I'm putting in my time today. But I probably wouldn't have the camera on because I want to take away the necessity to like feel presentable. So I'll probably just have like an icon or a little avatar up, or I'll just have the screen like on the drawing stuff. So I'm thinking about doing that, but I wouldn't schedule it just because I need to just do it whenever I'm doing this stuff. So it might only be like little check-ins here and there, or it could go to an hour, who knows? But all I'm saying is if you guys see like random length live videos, don't worry if you don't catch them. Like, by all means, do what you gotta do. If you come in and it works out for you, cool beans. Because I also don't know like how present I will be in like checking the chat. But I want to try to do it just like, here's my working hours, blah, blah, blah. I also feel like that could get chaotically toxic if I feel like, oh, I didn't do it this one day. Terrible. So yeah, it's everything's a mental balance. But I keep thinking about it. And I think that's going to be the way to go, is just to do it for like however long I'm working on something and not worry about a schedule, not worry about time constraints, and just show up and do the thing. But also not be on camera, because sometimes me having to sit in front of the camera and knowing it's going to be on the internet forever is what stops me. So if you see those things, that's probably what's going on. Maybe next sprint, since it was barely there, might be making and eating a sandwich next sprint. Eat that yummy sandwich. We're finally below 90 now. The other night it didn't drop below 80 till the middle of the night. And I could only use one fan, and the ceiling fan was part of the electric that was turned off for a bit. Oh, gross. It is so hard to sleep when it's that hot. So hard to sleep. I will say, turning down the air at night just a few more degrees, I sleep so much better. It is true. If it's cool enough, sleep great. So yeah, I think it's going to be in the 90s here for the next few days. Why was I grabbing my phone to check? Oh yeah, you were talking about sandwiches, and I was wondering if I wanted to eat anything. I have to put in my little dark chocolate into my food log. Snazzy put away clean dishes, started the laundry, cleaned up paints and table from the flower pots, and set clothes out for tomorrow. Snazzy, do you realize you are just like on fire this sprint? You are killing it. Love that productivity. Definitely, I think, keeps us motivated to just do what we need to do. But yeah, you are getting so much done. That's awesome. Love that. Love it. The most thing I did today bouncing around was like cleaning up the kitchen, and I had to make a cheesecake for Terry to take to work. But I'm not sure it turned out great, because I try to do something different. So I tried though. We'll see. Glad I'm enjoying the book so far. Yeah. I like this historical stuff more and more. I never disliked it, but I think I was in actual like fantasy worlds for so long that I'm like, oh yeah, historical fiction is fantastic. So more focused, less chatty, hang out kind of stream, I'd be good with that. Absolutely. It would just be like, hey, here's 20 minutes, here's whatever, I don't know. Like I said, not designating a time ahead of it. But it would have probably like background music and me doing something, maybe some commentary here and there. So like you could use it as a pop-up, or I could do a pop-up when I want and need, but you could also use it as like post motivation if you need to, like, cool, this video is 20 minutes, Apollo doing stuff, I'm gonna do stuff for 20 minutes in spirit of, I don't know. Like I said, it's still a thing that I want to try just to keep myself accountable with no pressure of this. Unfortunately, I still wouldn't trust this place for using the AC unless it's the only thing I use while it's going. Oh, that might short out your electricity. Yikes. I'm only productive on streams, so I gotta make it count. Okay. Fair, but you're being like extra productive and I love it. I'm living vicariously through your productivity a little bit, just because I feel like I'm stuck here because I'm doing one thing. I can now do laundry here again, but I need to make sure I only do washer or dryer and not like use my air fryer at the same time or something. Oh no. So yeah, they need to get that fixed, because while yes, that is doable and you can plan your day out, that's also very inconvenient. I'm sorry that you have to go through that. You really do like to make the most of streams. That sounds like a fantastic plan. Also, tomorrow morning is trash day, and I'm going to West Virginia this week, so I'm trying to get everything done before I go. Smart Snazzy is smart. And you come back to a clean house. I played that game. I used to have to be careful what outlet I plugged the vacuum into. It would blow half my house. Yikes. Know where your breaker is. I was concerned when I was plugging in the computer into the adapter because I heard like a weird crunchy click, and I was like, oh, is this gonna like blow out my computer? But I think it was just like an old adapter. It might have had dust or something in it, but so far so good. Day one. Yes, shorter sprints with me in Spirit. I like the idea if it works for you and doesn't become stressful. Yeah, it's something to try. Like I said, just everything with like moving the computer down, not just for my sanity of not working in the heat, but it is to be putting myself in front of the work I have to do, because we're at the point where motivation is not going to do it. I'm way more motivated to work on Fox, Wolf, and Hound, and yeah, I have to accept that and still do something that I enjoy, but just like it's the grungy part of the work. This is like, what's my least favorite part of writing a novel? Maybe like second draft edits, because that's where I feel like, oh, I have to move stuff and I have to make it work. Yeah, I think second draft edits are my least favorite. That and definitely ebook. Setting up the ebook is annoying, but maybe part of the formatting. This is whatever those parts are, but all in one. It's at the point, if an actual professional comes, they will have to rewire, and that's not going to happen soon. But also, like, it'd be kind of nice if they could rewire it all for you and you could live comfortably. Especially when it's like they know what the climate is. They can't do that to people. Play that game with the vacuum. Oh no. At least now I ought not end up with a melted outlet, which is what it took to even get as much done as was done. Yikes. Copy. We're constantly gonna be like, Phoenix, you good? You good with your electricity today? Kitty's back. Sister called me and I've been at the phone with her for over an hour. Must have been a good conversation. It's good stuff. Which means I still haven't done any reading. Roger Dodger, we're gonna get you some reading time with sprint number 4. I think it's sprint number 4. Oh, good thing. Good. I have not melted it up. Sprint number 4 will take us about 9:30. It could be the final sprint because I know this little girl is going to want to go up to bed. She's been hitting the like 9:30 is bedtime again, Mom, which has been nice because it gets me back into bed at a better time than Vacation did, because we were binge watching a lot of shows. So I'm going to tentatively say this could be the last sprint, unless we do like a short one at the end. So just be prepared for that. Maybe some little cell of caffeine from this morning will like resurge and push us to do a little bit more, but just be prepared. Do what you got to do during the sprint. Make your sandwich. Read your book. Snazzy, keep cleaning. You're doing great. You're doing fantastic. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, which I forgot that on StreamYard, like I can't show my screen and the timer at the same time. So some downsides, but I did do StreamYard today because I wasn't sure if I would get this set up well, and I would still have to use my other Chromebook. So yeah, just in case. But we'll be on regular stuff for the next streams. That was a first for me, totally freaked me out. No kidding, I would have pooped my pants if I'd melted the outlet. Kitty's sister wants to sleep now, but sure she'd want to say hi back. Fog will be leaving right before the sprint is over. Right now is fuming over the amount of the settlement. Ugh. Some deep calming breaths, or punch something. Whatever feels good to getting some of that out before you have to go for work. I think I might have a cheese and pickle Sammy and blame Kitty from a past stream. I approve. I also approve of cheese and pickle Sammy. So be safe. Absolutely. Be safe. Take care of yourselves and like It's, you have a right to be frustrated. So like punch a pillow or something. I don't know. I don't know what people do. That's like that you should. I don't know. I don't know. Usually I go into like a silent treatment if I'm upset. So I don't really know what you want to do. But do what you got to do, because we're going to do the sprint for 26 minutes. Plan that it may be the last sprint. So do everything and do it amazing, like, because you guys are awesome. In 3, in 2, in 1. Go! Alrighty, guys, we are back. I managed to get through page 162 for the base tones. So that was about 3 to 4 pages we got toning it done for. But it's progress, and mentally we know what's going on. Here's just a little look at the tracker. Obviously the highlighted ones are like done, and then everything else is still in progress. But it's not like that's the last page that this volume has. There's definitely more. We just we don't know that exact number yet. We will have to know that soon. Oh puppies, it is okay. Puppies? I think they're working at a stranger outside, aka a neighbor coming home. So yes, let me see where you guys are at, because I know Thog had gone off to work. Yes, we always do things amazingly. How could we not be as amazing as we are? Because y'all are awesome. Can use what I got to play the lottery. Well, you know, maybe you'll hit it big. Now I remember I ate the last of the cheese. Oh no cheese and pickles. Back to reading while I figure out what to eat. And that's where Thog went off to work. The internet only disconnected once during that sprint, so huzzah. Hopefully it's getting better. The book does have me curious about what's going on, and the pace is picking up, which helps. I had to look at a menu for a Chinese restaurant that made me more hungry. It's teasing you. It's like, find a clue in this menu, but go get snacks. Decided to take a nice hot shower, so I accomplished 0 tasks. Disagree. Showers are tasks. Even if they are like nice and relaxing and rejuvenating, it's still a task. You have to like wash your hair, to wash your body, maybe brush your teeth. It's a task. You did the thing. Now I really want mushu. I consider taking a shower an accomplishment. There we go. I did read a little bit and got some tea and chocolate, but I'm not loving my book. The MC is kind of unlikable to me, but I don't think he was intended to be. Oh no. Did you say which book this was, Kitty? Well, this is one you're trying to finish before your readathon. I mean, if you're not enjoying it, you could always just leave it for later, but I don't know how you feel about that. End up having that problem often. Yeah, showering definitely counts as an accomplishment. Agreed. Agreed, absolutely. So it's about 9:38 right now. So far, the only flaw I have in my layout that I know of is when I have my drawing tablet out, where the light is, it reflects off the tablet, so I have to look at the desktop screen, which is probably better for my posture, so I'm not doing this, and it's a little bit more of this, so I don't notice the scratched up screen that this is. Hooey. I don't feel like if we did another sprint that I would be productive. And I do like the idea of like laying down. But like I'm enjoying the book. I know I could just lay there and listen to it. But audiobooks are good for laying or listening while I'm doing something like playing Dreamlight or I don't like it at the gym though. I definitely need music to get me through the gym. Taking the dogs on a W, which it did cool off of it, but I'm too tired for a W. And then Duolingo's yelling at me, and this owl just needs to cool its jets because it's not getting renewed. We have 6 more months, or like 5 months, 5.5 months, whatever. So yeah, we're not. It's still like high 80s, and I'm tired, so we're not gonna do that. Yeah, I'll probably just have us wrap up here. A nice, not totally crazy return to the streams after staycation, which I didn't even tell you guys about. Rude. Sorry. Yeah, because we didn't see each other since Monday. So I guess I'll really quickly give you guys some details on that. So the surprise thing, right? The surprise was taking, we were going to go down to Cincinnati because they had a Lego Jurassic World exhibition at their Natural History Museum. 1, it was Lego. 2, it was dinosaurs. So dinosaur Lego was already like a good sign. And for those who don't follow like Lego Masters or like are deep in the Lego lore, there's the American Lego Masters show. There's also an Australian one, which I think the Australian one was first. And we've watched all the episodes on Tubi, I believe. And so the judge / one of the hosts is he's called Brickman, but he is the only, I want to say, certified brick master in the Southern Hemisphere. So he's a famous guy, right? When the Lego exhibition news or like the promotion popped up on my Google, and I read through it, and it said it was built / designed / but like, you know, he had a team of people by Brickman himself. I was like, well, Terry is gonna love this. So I drove down, which usually anytime we are leaving and we have to get on the highway or like go for more than a couple hours, Terry will drive because we'll take his car because it's better. And I said, no, you can't know where we're going, so I'm driving. Mind you, I've driven down the highway enough, it's fine, but I've not driven his car on the highway. Nobody died. It was fine. But he didn't know where we were going or what we were going for until we were pulling up the driveway for the museum, which was the best part because I had literally waited a month knowing this information and like waiting for tickets. And then we got the tickets and I still had to keep it a secret even though I wanted him to get excited. So we get down there. The exhibition was really, really cool. I'll have to post a couple pictures in the Discord actually, because obviously everything is built out of Lego. And when you see the description of how many like Lego bricks there are, it's mind blowing. There was probably, like even for the small dinosaurs, it was probably like, not a couple 100,000, probably like around 100,000 plus, but I'll put those pictures in the chat here real quick. At least the cool ones, like the gate, which had functioning doors. I'm gonna send that one first. So it wasn't like full scale Jurassic Park gates because obviously that's obnoxious, but it was, let me see, this person was about my height. So probably like 12 feet or more, 20 feet, Jurassic Park gates to get you in there. And then I'll just put in a couple more. dinos, because they actually built like the whole Lego Isla Nublar and had a projection of the topography. Obviously, they built like an ankylosaur, a triceratops. Most of those were like babies though. And then they had full scale, like full movie size velociraptors. They had Blue and Delta. And they had I didn't get the picture of the Jeep, but they built the Jurassic Park Jeep entirely out of Lego. And behind it, I do have the picture of the T-Rex in the Discord chat. Entirely out of Lego, full scale, mind blown. So it was a really, really good exhibit. Glad we went. I'm just checking with the chat before I continue with the story. Waiting for it to cool off before I shower. Haven't actually finished the shower standing in the hot water and scrolling TikTok. I mean, you know, enjoy your time, my friend. No, not the internet. And then Kitty's book is a mystery book with an ex-FBI agent main character, and it's kind of heavy on the propaganda. Huh. Interesting. Not a fan of the propaganda. Also feels very of its time, having been written in 2014 with some of the body shaming image stuff. It just feels like it doesn't belong in that book, but I don't also know what the mystery is. So yeah, there's other books you could give your attention to that you'd enjoy more. So DNF and move on. I mean, you know, especially if you got a readathon, like you should get hyped for books. Lego Dress World sounds so cool. It was so cool. I'm getting to the chat talking about what Hala says before I get to hear it from Hala, but I can't get it to sync up. I'm so sorry. Your internet's being stupid. Definitely psychic. This has nothing to do with your crappy internet connection. That's such a fun surprise. And then you even drove to keep it a surprise. That's big. Yeah, because I was like, you can't know. He did guess that we were going to Cincinnati, which at that point I'm like, yeah, you can assume we're going there because I do have to put it on my Google map. But where we're going, you will not know. Yeah, nothing at all to do with the crappy internet. Love the dinosaurs. They're so cool. Sounds so awesome. Sounds like fun. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good little adventure. And then we still had time because really I like soft planned the trip. That was the main go-to. So we did end up staying at the museum. We bought, you had to buy like the museum tickets separate. So I didn't buy them in advance because I didn't know what our time would look like. But we went through, it was both like a local history museum section and then a natural history museum section, which the local history stuff was interesting, but natural history, like give me the fossils, give me the Ice Age section was super cool. I really wish it was bigger. Like I've been to, is it the Field Museum or something in Chicago? That's the biggest museum I've been to. And I think Cincinnati had a bit more architectural interest with like the way they did their exhibits, but I wanted more. But it was good. It was very cool. From there, we actually we had some time to kill before checking into the hotel for the night. So we just went to like the mall, which our mall here is dying. So going down there, it's a 2-story mall and it went on forever. It felt like it just kept going and going. A lot of like luxury stores, which were like, but they did have a lot of fun like import snack stores and like some cute nerd, like they had a GameStop and stuff, but we killed some time there. And then on the way to the next stop, which still Terry did not know, this was part of the surprise. We stopped at, it's essentially like a gas station convenience store chain in Southern Ohio. It might be more, I just know it's down there, called United Dairy Farmers, and they are known for like their ice cream. We did not get ice cream this time. We just got like normal convenience food stuff. But it was my good time killer between like, do we go straight to the hotel and then go to dinner? or do we enact surprise early? And we went to go see his brother because Terry didn't know, like he knows his family lives down there, but he did not know they were on the list of like surprise. They knew. He's like, how many people did you tell? And I'm like a dozen people knew, and they all kept their secrets very, very well. So props to the people who knew. So we got to visit them for a bit, and we went to dinner with them to a local, it's a Cincinnati, Ohio local-ish chain called Skyline Chili. I don't dislike it, but it's like more, it's less chunky chili. It's more of a hot dog chili texture, if that makes sense. So it's just kind of the meat in the sauce. So yeah, we had that. So he hasn't had that in a while. So we went there. Then we actually went and got ice cream at a different local, like famous ice cream place. Well, he got ice cream. I got a dark chocolate bar. So he was having his Cincinnati dream day of sorts because he used to live down there, and he got to do all the things. And then the next morning we went down to the Newport, so it's Newport, Kentucky Aquarium, which is like, it was 20 minutes away, just right over the border. It's famous for its shark tunnels. I'll have to put some pictures in the Discord of that as well. Which, yes, is the best part of that aquarium. However, for the price to get in, and it being kind of a walkthrough experience in the sense that, like, you could probably walk back and forth and whatever, but it kind of sends you in one direction through all the different exhibits to keep the flow going, especially when it gets busy. So, you know, it's not like a lingering place. But the shark tunnel and the little shark walkover thing, very cool. Did like that. There's also an albino crocodile. Her name was Snowflake. I'm just going to pop a few pictures in. So if you're scared of sharks or crocodiles, just don't look at the pictures. Okay, thanks. I mean, I didn't really get any good pictures of the sharks, to be fair, but I did get a good picture of Snowflake in the Discord chat. So yeah, so we did that, and then it was still pretty early. Like, again, I had soft planning, but we were already like, yeah, we missed the dogs. My brother stayed over the night, so they weren't alone or anything. But we're like, we missed the dogs, so I guess we can just go. We'll just grab essentially like early lunch. We grabbed an early lunch, and then we drove back for the puppies. But it was a nice little break from the day-to-day. It wasn't Disney in the sense that, like, I think the difference is, like, when we go to Disney or Universal, you know, it's not like we can just drive back because we miss our dogs. Usually we're using like some shuttle, so we don't have to drive at all. Like, we take an Uber from the airport. And it's like so different from the normal that it does feel like vacation. So this kind of felt just like a trip. It was nice. We had a lot of cool stuff. Obviously all good things. You don't have to just picture, or you could probably Google the Newport Aquarium. They have better pictures than I do, but it was a good time. The rest of the week, I did some yard work. What did we do? We went to the gym. I went and saw a movie with a coworker. We hung out with our neighbors. So it was a relatively chill rest of the week, which is what we needed because it's still staycation. But yeah, that was the surprise. And that went off without a hitch. So Operation Cincinnati 2026 did good. I also love natural history museums. So, like, I know some people, some boring people find them boring, but I could literally just look at and read everything and I could be there all day. I could be that person. I love both the local history and the natural history one. The local history one was, I don't know if we have one up here. At least I've not been to one. But it was impressive. Like, I think it went back a couple hundred years. So it was like in depth for the development of that area. So I did learn things, which did its job. But I'll still pick a natural history museum. For me, I'd be more excited about the museums than the Lego Jurassic Park. And I feel like there's always so much to see in museums and never enough time to see all I want to see. Like, I need multiple visits. Yeah, the Cincinnati Museum was definitely smaller than, like, when you think of the Smithsonian that has multiple buildings. And I'm like, I could do a whole week. I think I might get burned out a little bit, but I would love to see everything. This one was small enough where, like, we were able to get through all of the exhibits, even just taking our time, within a couple hours. So it was a good enough size, because I don't know, like, I know Terry enjoyed it, but I think because he's a Lego nerd, and again with the whole Brickman thing, he definitely enjoyed the Lego exhibit more, which it could have also been bigger, to be fair, but both were a good thing. Yes, you get it, the hot dog chili. Yes. Yeah, so it's like a more watery chili. Yeah, because we did the zoo before. Otherwise, we would have done the zoo as well, because we always try to visit the zoo. But we've done the zoo before, so he thought we were going to go to the zoo again. And I said, maybe there's animals there. And it's the aquarium. An awesome, fun, nerdy experience. Absolutely. We gotta do it. Sounds like an amazing trip. What you planned is more my speed than a Disney Universal type trip. But trust me, my brain wants to just not be in, like, Ohio for a minute. So I get it. And I like both trips, but I think it's again a trip versus a vacation, if that makes sense. And that was a good staycation. I feel relatively rejuvenated. You know, I think just the heat surge that has been going on the past couple days has kind of like zonked me, but otherwise I feel pretty good. The Cincinnati jingle thing is in your head now. WKRP in Cincinnati. I can't picture it in my head, but I have an idea of what it sounds like. I've been to most of the ones near me, and I've managed to get to. And my social battery just ran out, so I'm gonna go regulate my brain. You guys have a good night. Thank you for hanging out, Kitty. Get some rest. We're gonna end here soon anyway. My dad had to go to San Diego every summer for work when I was a kid, and I'd get most excited for the day we got to go all the museums. There was also the animal park, SeaWorld, the beach. That is on my bucket list, because I think, is San Diego Zoo still the #1 zoo in the US? I'm not entirely sure. Let's look. #1 zoo in the US. Yep, Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium in the San Diego. Oh, and the San Diego Zoo. So Omaha, Nebraska, and the San Diego Zoo are the ones fighting for #1 the most often. It says #3 is Disney's Animal Kingdom, which I kind of disagree, because it's yes, it has a nice zoo exhibits, but it's really like not too much. I don't know. I don't think Disney's Animal Kingdom for me is not in my top 5, or maybe 10. Have I been to 10 zoos? It's not in the top 5 for zoos. And then it says St. Louis Zoo. I think our zoo is #10 in Toledo. Now we've gone on a tangent. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Have we fallen? How far we've fallen. It says Cincinnati Zoo is #3. Wow. Well, I don't know. That's a different list. Anywho, we're getting distracted. What were we talking about? Zoos. Oh, but yeah, San Diego in general. I would love for when we do eventually go out to Disneyland, I would love for that trip to be long enough where we can do a San Diego Zoo Day and the San Diego museums, like that museum park area you're talking about. I would like that. I would. But I also know while the puppies are thriving, it'll be hard for us to like stay anywhere longer than like 4 to 5 days. I'd love to get out of New Mexico for good. I'm trying to figure out how eventually. That is the struggle, especially like nowadays. I like the animal park more than the zoo. And Scripps Aquarium is cool. Last time I went to was Oregon. Yeah, anytime that we have to go to a new place, I'm like, well, we have to go to the zoo. So we have to make sure there's time for that. So I would like to increase our zoopatoire. I need to like make a map. I feel like that's just another thing that's going to be sitting because we're not active enough traveling. Maybe one day though. But it is 10 o'clock. So I think I know I said it like before the whole story time, but we are going to wrap up the stream here. Like I said, brain is still a little mush from Staycation, but I think we're coming back. We have a plan. We have the live stream schedule. Phoenix, you should at least be able to see it on the YouTube, like my YouTube posts if you're not through the Discord. But it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday next week. So we'll have a Throwback Thursday, which we haven't had in a little bit. So Tuesday, Thursday next week. And then right now it's looking like Thursday the following week as well. So maybe type that in the chat. Next streams are Tuesday the 16th, Thursday the 18th, and Thursday the 25th. Just since I know you're not going to worry about getting on Discord, nor do I want you to feel the pressure to. So it's on YouTube, it's in the chat, it is on Discord for those who are in the chat there. And yeah. We'll hopefully try out the work along with me little pop-up-y things and see how those go. But for now, I'm going to get ready to go lay in bed, probably try to read this book that I'm just not into. It's fine. But again, I just don't feel like reading right now. However, I have started it, so I should finish it. Or I will listen to the audiobook and be happy. So yeah, I'll see you guys Tuesday. That feels like a very long time. It does feel like a very long time. But obviously, keep an eye out for things. I try to keep you guys updated if there is any pop-ups planned. But we'll see what happens. I hope you guys have a good week. Stay hydrated because it's getting hot. Stay hydrated. Oh, Phoenix is somewhere in the chat we just got into the chatting. I can see the YouTube post and check. Love Throwback Thursdays. Again, the link came away before you mentioned it. Thank you, Snazzy, for popping in. And I could have finished my Midwestern goodbye now. I mean, at least you know, I'm dragging it out for you. But yes, ending everything. Have a good night, you guys, and I'll see you later. I hit this button. Yes, I hit this button. Bye.